I saw you looking there, big guy. I got caught up on that Justin Jefferson getting escorted out. He got fucking hammered.
Yeah, he did. God damn.
Oh, man.
Oh, and little T Swift there in the corner.
Oh, T Swizzy, what's up?
Jesus. Welcome. Wait, what were we doing?
Hold on. Oh, shit. Podcast. Go.
Welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Big Mike.
Welcome to episode 9, which was originally episode 10. However,
I was waiting to see. I didn't know.
I'm out in it.
Oh,
we gotta be honest with our listeners.
Transparent we are.
Episode 9 is Jiggle the Handle.
Huh.
So originally this was episode 10.
It was up until literally about 3 minutes ago.
Yes, it was. So we got done farting around up here and we got ready to go. Closed the door, and about a minute later, I hear and somebody tried to open the locked door.
Name rhymes with.
Don't say rhymes with. Rhymes with. Oh, yeah. No, there's no rhymes with that's going to work for that.
No.
So she pulls on the handle, and if you've seen the pictures of our outside of the studio area, it's
Top
like
secret location.
Yeah. There's a coat hook that you pull to open this thing. But if the door is locked, you can't pull the door open. So she pulled so hard, she ripped not only the coat hook out, but the board it was nailed to off of the structure of the door. Like, okay, there we go. We are now switching to Jiggle the Handle instead of the other one. God.
Bumping it up on the fly, buddy.
Oh my God, she didn't jiggle the handle. She ripped that handle right the fuck off.
Dude.
And now I worry about the next time she reaches down on me. Oh God.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna die. Oh God. Well, yeah. So welcome to Jiggle the Handle.
That's right. Or ripping it off the wall, either
AKA ripping the handle off.
Oh, man. On the fly. That was good. That was good.
Like, that was the easiest decision we've ever made. Like, we doing this one? No. She just ripped the handle off the wall. We got to do this one.
I threw that script behind us and said, fuck it. Yeah, we're switching this up. No notes ahead of time.
Audible.
No, it's a total audible. It's 100% audible podcast.
Well, this week we are drinking something else new that we got in recently. This one is New Riff. It's a rye whiskey.
Oh, rye, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's just a straight sour mash, 100 proof. They call it a bottled and bond. If I'm being honest, I don't know what that means compared to a normal one, but
yeah, you got me.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, well, let's see.
I love me a little rye.
Ooh. All right. So that is. It's caramely.
Yeah.
But a little hot.
A little heat to it.
Yeah. All right. I'm good with this. This is a good one. Like we
started off with some heat. Let's get this going, baby.
Yeah, no. We already started it off with a little heat.
Oh man.
No, she's got a grip on her.
Shit. Fucking, I thought we were getting raided. I was expecting SWAT team to fucking come in off your
There
roof.
wasn't even a knock. It was just a
No, I thought they backed up the armored fucking car, right? The SWAT team fucking mobile. Chain your door, and that bitch was coming off.
Well, fortunately, apparently she's just as strong as a SWAT team vehicle because she ripped it off. Oh. Well, so the original idea behind this episode was that, like, at this point in our lives, we've done some shitty fixes in our lives. Like, you got a toilet that doesn't quite, like, it keeps running, so you jiggle the handle a little bit.
Yeah.
You got one up at Tapforia that
has a nice index card that tells you to jiggle the handle.
Yeah,
when
jiggle
you're
the
done.
handle. You know,
Right.
but that euphemism can either mean exactly that, like jiggle the handle, or it can stand for lots of things. You're a guy. You jiggle the handle a little bit,
Yeah.
or really just kind of fixing things as cheap and shitty as possible.
A little bush fix, buddy.
Like, what's the old euphemism? If it's supposed to move and it ain't, use WD-40.
Oh, the WD-40.
If it ain't supposed to move and it is, use duct tape.
Oh, duct tape, see?
that was the old farmer's fix.
No, that's 100% true. You could fix damn near everything, MacGyver it with duct tape
or WD-40.
Yeah. And if you got a real fucking issue, fucking zip tie. Don't forget about them zip ties, man.
See, but that's the classy way to go. Like, if you're zip tying it, you're trying to make it look like be stable but look neat. Versus you just take like half a roll of duct tape and just go around and around and around and around. So when I was just driving, 16 years old, the truck that I got. So my dad was kind enough to sell me the old farm truck from our farm for $500. It was a V8 Chevy 3/4 ton pickup truck from like 1972.
Was it 3 on the tree, by the way?
No, it was a stick.
Floor.
But like that, like the 3 foot long stick, and
it was like 18 inches between the between the gears.
It had gotten so loose over the years that if you went up into OD, you would slam into the dash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was sloppy. So I bought that thing, and it was running on 2 of the 8 cylinders. So, I mean, at least I was getting good gas mileage, right?
Yeah.
But, so I got it all fixed up, and she's running all right. I turned it into a little bit of a Hickmobile, but I ran out of money rebuilding this thing. So, like, I got the engine going. I got new tires on it. Lift kit, everything else, but I ran out of money. So this thing is still Forest Service green, and I'm farting around one day, and first the tailgate falls off. Like, I accelerate, and it just goes like, that's interesting. I could look at it like, oh yeah, that's all rusted through. All right, so that's not gonna work. And then I'm farting around a little later that day, and we're out in the woods, and we're kind of mudding a little bit. And I look back, and I'm like, that looks really weird. So we stop, and I look, and the bolts holding the bed onto the frame have fully rusted through the bed of the truck on 3 of the bolts. So this thing has rotated like 40 degrees, and is just being held on by one bolt out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, all right, shit. All right, so we got 2 choices here. We could just break this off, and I could just not have a bed, and then we got to disconnect the gas tank entrance and everything else, and then I don't have lights, or we can try and fix this enough till I get home. I'm like, well, fuck, I always had a roll of duct tape sitting on the stick for my 4-wheel drive, because the 4-wheel drive was a stick shift, put it into 4-wheel high or low. Down a little short stick down on the ground. And so I always had a roll of duct tape on there, because it's a fucking piece of shit truck, and you never know when something's going to need to get like duct taped down. So we take that, and I use virtually the whole roll. And I'm just going like under the rail of the frame and over this little thing on the bed, and just.
Dude, you're doing what people do with the mattresses on their roof with the rope that goes inside the car around the door frame. Yes,
I duct taped my bed back on my truck. And you would think that would be like, all right, hey, that works. Yes, it does, in fact. And in fact, it works so well that I forgot that was how I attached my bed back to my truck.
Oh, my.
Until a month and a half later, when I was on Highway 217 driving down, and the wind picks up a little bit, and all of a sudden I see the bed shift a little bit again. I'm like, oh shit.
That's when it hits you.
I forgot. Like, I reattached my bed with duct tape. So on the side of Highway 217, I re-duct taped that bitch back on. And this time, you know, like when I got home, I went and I found like an old bed that I could get out of a junkyard and bolt on there and everything else. And I got it all taken care of. And now I've got that true redneck mobile where it's like the bed is one color and the front of the truck is another.
Yes.
But I've got, like, it came with new tail lights and, you know, a bunch of, you know, this was an upgrade and a half. But I had fully gone a month and a half with a duct tape bed with no tailgate.
That's amazing that the duct tape held up for a month in the Oregon.
Yeah.
In the Oregon weather.
Yeah. But holding a not light steel frame onto the back of my truck.
Yeah. See, that was back when they still put steel in. No aluminum.
No
aluminum.
No composites. No nothing. Just duct tape.
Dude, duct tape. I keep a roll to this day in the party bus, right?
Yeah.
For the same reason, because I keep black duct tape because I feel like you can hide it more on the exterior.
Yep.
My couches happen to be black, right?
Yep.
They're getting old.
Oh,
right?
so you've got like the black gaffer tape.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah. But you got to keep it in there because when you're out on an event, dude, this bus was made by a company that is no longer in business. So as far as like parts, it's a Ford bus, right? So I can get all the mechanical parts.
Yeah, like the wiper motor,
all that stuff,
you know, whatever you need,
easily fine.
Yeah,
all the stuff in the back that was custom. I've gotten really good at jimmy rigging just random parts and brackets and just things together because, like I said, I can't go to Jim Bob's Party Bus Supply Store and wholesaler and go get a fucking random
zone autos.
Seriously.
No, there's no zone for the bus.
So it's duct tape, buddy. Duct tape and zip ties for me. You never know if there's something that comes loose, right? It's a fiberglass shell with cool things in it, all the stereo equipment, this and that. But when you're out and about, I keep extra fuses just in case something like that. But anything in the back of the bus, it's always fixed with duct tape or zip ties.
Yep.
Those are necessities for people.
Oh man, I mean, how many times have we done some fix that is just absolute bullshit? Like just the jankiest fucking, what the hell are you thinking? Like
most of the things I do at home are like that.
Well, so the other night, the fire alarm in our smoke detector in our bedroom, the battery apparently died. And
was it chirping?
Yeah, it was chirping.
Oh, the fucking chirp.
At 3 a.m. So at 3 a.m, like, I got two choices. I can either just yank the thing off the ceiling and chuck it into the forest and I'll find a replacement tomorrow, or I can get the ladder out, I can find the 9-volt battery, I can get up there. And so this time I decided, all right, fine, I'm going to do it the right way. I get the ladder out, I put a new 9-volt battery in it. Like, all right, great. I got to order a bunch of 9 volts. I should probably check all the batteries at some point so that this doesn't happen again. And as I'm walking at 3 a.m. back to go get the ladder, I look up and there's a gap in the ceiling. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh shit, the last time this happened, I just ripped the bitch off and I threw it into the forest, telling myself that I was going to go get a replacement, and I never got a replacement. So there's just, in the hallway to our bedroom, there's just the bracket that the damn thing goes on and no smoke detector. I'm like, oh, I should probably get on fixing that at some point. Like, I'm going to get told that that's a little janky of a fix.
Oh, dude, that's funny. And I swear, they always go off at that time in the morning, don't they?
God forbid it be at 1:30 in the afternoon when I'm fully fucking awake and can just grab a ladder and replace the battery. No.
We need to get someone on here to answer those tough questions that works at us. What are they? First, what's the main company that makes them? Isn't it like First something?
Not first responder. Whatever it is. Whatever
chip that they put in those fucking motherboards.
You know what?
to go off
Fuck
sometime
you. Make
between
this
the
thing
hours.
Wi-Fi enabled so that it just sends me a notification when the battery is under 10%. I mean, my God, my door locks, everything else in this house will tell me when the battery is low before it starts making a sound at 3 in the fucking morning. But this bitch that's mounted to the ceiling that I need a fucking ladder for, you're not going to give me a little bit of a heads up? It still had a green light shining out of the bitch.
Freaking down the sea, no.
But no, battery needs to be replaced right now, bitch.
Right now, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I need
you couldn't
to
just give me
inform
one
you.
chirp and then like every hour give me a chirp, because every hour I'd be like, yeah, fuck you, I'll take care of it in another hour. No, every 15 seconds, I'm getting hit by the bride. Like, will you fix that? Like, hang on. Let me get on a ladder at 3 in the morning and this is going to end well.
No, I'm telling you. Fucking smoke detectors. You got to have them. Got to be safe out there. Everyone replace your batteries. There's our
public,
PSA. Yeah, public service announcement for you guys. But damn that chirp.
Oh, fuck.
There's nothing worse than that fucking chirp at 3 a.m. Because you know instantly. Oh, son of a bitch.
So I got one for you. So the neighbors that used to live next door, their main entryway is like our living room down there, like 14-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
Except they've got cathedral ceilings, so they're sloped.
Oh, damn.
And in their infinite wisdom, they put a smoke detector at like almost the peak of this bitch.
It's probably fucking code. They probably don't have a choice.
Dude, there's got to be a better place to put it, like on the base of the beam or on the... There's got to be a better place to put this bitch than actually like 18 feet up in the ceiling. So it's chirping, and they went through the whole night just dealing with it. Like, he got a pole out trying to knock it off the ceiling, whatever he could do.
I've been there.
So he's a firefighter. Like, he is like trained to do all of this shit. So he asked me to come over and help him. He's like, I'm going to use this extension ladder. I'm going to get up there. I'm going to replace the battery. I just need you to hold the ladder and everything else. Dude, I've never seen this ladder shake this much.
Seriously.
He gets up there like 12 feet. He's got another 6 feet to go before he can even reach this bitch. He gets up there 12 feet, and this ladder starts to vibrate. I'm like, Dave, is this thing like, is it cracking on us or what's going on? He's like, no, it's my legs. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, wait a minute. You're a firefighter. Like, you run into burning buildings. You save people. You do everything. Shut up. I don't do ladders.
I don't do ladders.
So he gets up there, and I look at him, and I go, you got two choices right now. You can either replace that battery, or you can unclip that bitch, and you can leave it for the people that buy your house.
Yep.
Pop that thing off of there, pull a little extra wire off, and done. We're going to leave that for the inspector or somebody else who actually can get up here and do the right thing. Fuck them. Like, you jiggled that bitch of a handle and just, nope, done. I'm done.
Fuck, that's hilarious, man. A firefighter that doesn't like ladders. Dude, and those things you can get vibrating pretty good.
Yeah, that's the problem, is it's one of those fiberglass ladders. Like, thank God it's not fat ass me on top of that thing. I would have been Clark Griswold in an instant, just hanging off of something. Like, just get a pillow cushion. I need to fall on something nice.
Oh, ladders. Yeah, I don't mind ladders, but I don't want to get to like,
no,
above that.
No.
Above that gets a little.
There's a reason we built our house this way, though, like with these really shallow roof pitches.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be able to walk on the roof without really worrying about falling off of it. I mean, like, it invites issues elsewhere, but like, and we don't look like any other house in the neighborhood because our pitch is so low. But I mean, shit, I can walk on the roof and I can empty the gutters, or I can put up Christmas lights, or whatever I got to do. I don't have to be on a ladder because I can just climb out one of these windows over here and be on the roof.
Yeah, see, that's super nice. and having nice, mild pitches.
Yeah.
Forget those aggressive.
Versus like our last house that we were at. Yeah, there was a clogged gutter and it was 20 feet in the air, and I had to go rent a ladder at Home Depot in order to get up high enough. And then I'm up there and I'm like, yeah, I'm fully gonna Clark Griswold the shit out of this. I'm absolutely gonna reach too far, fall.
I'm gonna hold on to the gutter, rip the motherfucker off the facing.
And then I'm gonna be in the news as like that asshole who hurt himself, like falling off the roof. Like, that's why I do all these jiggle the handle fixes, is because sometimes it's just easier to duct tape that bitch than it is to actually fix it and be sweating the whole time. Like, I think I burn more calories shaking on a ladder than I would running 3 miles.
Oh, see? When in doubt, jiggle the handle. Mm-hmm. Especially if you come to Tap 4 and use the restroom on the left side. I told you, I think I nipped that in the bud now. I think we got it. I went in there with some needle nose pliers the other day and readjusted the chain and the hook. The handle's new, so maybe I didn't buy the right handle. But I feel like I have the right now chain link in there, pinched everything down. We'll see. It worked flawless on Friday.
The fact that you have an index card taped to the wall is the ultimate, like, redneck fix.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Like,
I didn't grow up on a farm, but Big Mike got a little redneck in him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Right? And that's been there forever. The bartender that made that, she has not worked for us for probably... a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and she wrote on that index card.
And it was a problem before that.
Oh yeah, no, we call that Tap 4 good. When we were doing the build out at Tap, Ted, my partner at Tap, who hopefully everyone knows, but for some listeners out there, you might not know him. Dude is a genius as far as building and fixing things. Mm-hmm. Him and his pops, they were doing one of those airplane kits together, right?
Shit.
So he has a pilot. He has a plane right now, but he's also in the process of building a plane. So I mean, this guy, he knows how to. He's just good at everything, right? He knows how to rivet. I mean, he's built. I can barely build a balsa wood plane and have it fucking glide more than like 10 yards, right? This motherfucker's building a plane that you actually get in and like close a door and push a button and then go fly. So he knows what he's doing. I've built some party buses over the years. I'm handy enough, right?
Yeah.
But when we were doing our build out, we didn't have a ton of funds laying around by the time we got the lease in the works and fucking all the city permits.
Yeah.
We had to do plumbing and electrical.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of discretionary,
Yeah, like extra money for like, let's put in a travertine floor.
Yeah, no. Oh, you love our floor. But we damn near anything that wasn't permitted. I mean, the painting, the floors, the trim, all the metal work that we did. We actually rusted the metal work. We were buying those sheets of corrugated metal, right? We would buy those new from Home Depot, and we actually fucking rusted them ourselves by doing, I forgot the exact acid we used, but we would spray on the acid. We'd actually then throw dirt and some like leaves on it to make the patterns, right? Yeah. So I mean, that's fucking handmade, buddy. Yeah. So, but
that's a custom build.
You will never find rusted metal that same way. But it was funny. So we would literally start doing this, and we'd have it up there where we'd be all, does that look good? And he'd say, it's Tap 4, you're good. So that was just our motto. We're like, fuck it, let's hang it up there. Some things we did really, really good on. Right? Like we actually even rusted. No, we didn't rust. I lied. We spray painted the screw heads with the self-tapping metal screws that hold the metal on. Yeah. We even spray painted those a little pattern to blend in with the rust.
No shit.
We tried, man. We were trying to make a nice place, right?
You figure there's a lot of people underneath the bar looking at this?
The funniest part is the reason.
Look, listen. Well, all right, but there's not a reason for me to be underneath the bar.
The only time they're looking, we have purse hooks and chargers under there. It takes.
Oh yeah.
They have to look for the damn purse hooks. They're not looking at our screws. But hey,
you know what? I'm gonna bring my my front pack, the fanny pack thing that I got for dance last year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna be like, hang on a second. Let me hang up my fanny pack on one of these purse hooks. Ooh, look at the Art Deco look on these screws. This is fantastic.
Yeah, that was Big Mike right there. Fucking hand sprayed those screw head covers, buddy.
Oh God,
Tap forward good, man.
Oh my God.
As we have a Jiggle handle for the last 2 years in the bathroom.
Hey, but you know what? If you have just fixed that problem, when do you take the sign down, or is that like a permanent addition to the wall?
Yeah, no, it's we won't take that down.
Yeah, permanent.
No one listens to it anyways.
I listen to it.
Okay, well, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Here, let's cheers. See,
yeah. See,
cheers to that.
Yeah.
All right, because I go in there sometimes and it's still running. I'm like, there's a fucking index card right here that says Jiggle the handle, but no one listens to it.
Well, I think some of them think it means something else.
Oh shit! Have to clean that real good. Yeah, you know what that is. So hey, once again, a little duct tape, a little WD-40, little zip ties.
Yep.
It's amazing what you can do with that. MacGyver did things with less, with his gum wrapper and.
Goddamn straight he did.
See,
yeah.
Just gotta be, gotta have a little ingenuity, right?
This episode of the Whiskey and Wine Podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus. Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all-inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of your party, just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend with them. pdxpartybus.com. Fuck off.
Oh, fuck, man. I've never had an episode stay so true to the name.
Jesus Christ.
Today.
All right, so
Markson with another disclaimer.
So peeking behind the curtain again. So built this, lovely whiskey room. We love this whiskey room.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oh, shit, talking about whiskey. You keep talking.
Oh, yeah, you forgot yours over there. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. So we built this lovely whiskey room, and I got all this recording equipment so we could fuck around with this podcast, right? And the shit that I bought was not necessarily top of the line because I didn't know if we were going to be doing this big time or not. At some point, if we're big time, hey, I still got the bottle over here. You want more? It's your birthday month, Mike. You can do whatever you want. So here you figure your shit out. I'll keep telling the story.
Keep talking.
Yeah. All right. So the problem is that the microphones are mounted to these desktop mic stands. They're built for like podcast stuff where you're sitting at a desk and talking to somebody, not for mounted onto a cheap ass Amazon table and extend it all the way out and then it tips over. So my solution to that initially was just like some tape for the base of these mic stands onto the little tables.
Painter's tape.
Yeah, painter's tape. Well, and then I got like fancy and I thought, ooh, I could just use clamps and clamp down on these mic stand bases and it'll hold it to the table. That's perfect.
With painter's tape.
Also, the clamps don't necessarily like stay on there. Sometimes they slip a little bit because the stands are, built to not rust or be spilled on and that kind of stuff. So I used painter's tape.
Plus, it doesn't leave a residue.
Correct.
I know where you were going with that.
And it's also what's around. So, unfortunately for me, my painter's tape on my microphone setup has not held on well. Twice today. So one time we were taking a break in between a little break here, and we heard a thud while we were downstairs, and came up and the microphone had fallen. Like, all right, fine, that's fine. So this time we took this little break for our commercial and everything else. We're just getting ready to go, and all of a sudden the tape gives up, the clamp gives up, the microphone falls over, Mike's drink is in his lap, the remote for the TV is gone, like everything just falls to shit. And he's like, well, if that isn't a sign, like, first your bride rips off the door handle to the room, and now you have a broken microphone.
Dude, this episode was meant to happen today.
If anybody's got a floor-based mic stand that they're willing to give up so that I'm not duct taping or painter's taping this bullshit anymore, that'd be great. Because at this point, it's just kind of like, it just gets further and further down the farm boy fix, like, cliff than it needs to.
I'm scared to even look at your side. Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. If you look at it, it gives up.
No, yeah.
There's a lot of crinkled blue tape right now. Leave me alone. I can see on the little, like, on the computer that my mic is still recording and it is still putting out there.
Okay, well, that's good. Oh, shit, man.
Oh, fuck off.
Epic episode.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Epic episode,
You're
man.
so welcome.
This is close to perfection.
Oh. All right, you want me to tell the duct tape story that I told you earlier?
Yeah. You do that.
All right. So back to this 1970 whatever 3/4 ton pickup that I had. I've since fixed the bed issue with real bolts and a real bed, but my brother and I are going to high school, and we've got to drive all the way into Beaverton to get to high school because of where we went to high school. And one day we're driving, so at some point we hit I-5 in this 1970s era piece of shit redneck vehicle. And we're going up, and he grabs that roll of duct tape off of that 4-wheel drive shifter, and he decides that he's going to take just a little strip, and he rips off a little section and he puts it right over his mouth. Then he leans forward and puts his arms behind his back and starts looking at this like King City era like retiree woman in a Jaguar next to us, and starts going banging his head against the window, making it look like I have duct taped his mouth and his hands and have kidnapped him. And motherfucker is shitting a brick. And this is just in the era of cell phones, right? You know, we remember that, like, some people had cell phones, some people didn't.
Oh, yeah.
She did. So she's like reaching for her cell phone, trying to make a call to 911 because I clearly have kidnapped this poor young boy in my redneck mobile next to her Jaguar. And so she's calling the cops. So I hit the gas, and this truck is going as fast as this bitch will go down the highway. You know, so we're talking 68 miles an hour. Because at that point the tires start bouncing a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And so we get down the road, and I get off the highway as soon as I can, and we get to school, and I park it, and I'm like, dude, I know for a fact that the cops are looking for us. Thanks so much. And he just goes, Thanks. So from that point on, that duct tape was not on that little 4-wheel drive shifter. I put it over in the door panel so he couldn't reach that shit.
Dude, there's no way you could do that today.
Oh,
like
no.
You said.
Oh, you'd be on TikTok and everything.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
They would they would follow you. They'd be recording your license plate. They'd be live streaming it while talking to fucking 911 dispatch on their Bluetooth.
Yep. There'd be spike strips out on 217 and no way you're getting away with that now.
Oh, dude, that is good.
You know, whether it's painter's tape or duct tape or whatever, apparently that's just like, that is my goddamn fix. In fact, there's still blue tape on the goddamn door over there, and now motherfucker, I give up. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of my watch, and I'm just gonna wear a roll of tape on my wrist. What's your job? I'm tape man.
Oh, buddy. My stomach hurts so bad. Oh, I just want to sit here.
You want me to just keep telling you stories about shit I've duct taped together?
Well, have you ever experienced anything with electrical tape? Oh, you must have. That was my go-to.
I refuse to answer this question. On the premise that it may incriminate me.
Okay, yeah, we don't need those stories. Good old electrical tape, buddy. I didn't know if you know this, but I was in my other life, I was a custom car stereo installer.
Oh, so if I need a subwoofer, you're my guy?
Oh, I'm your guy. How do you think all the party bus, man? I just redid. I built a custom plywood, wrapped it in vinyl, DIN for all my toggle switches and my new Bluetooth receiver. We had an old DVD player that no one used, so we ripped that out.
Yeah, you're not going to play Disney movies on the wine tours.
No. But yeah, just built a whole new DIN for the party bus for the controllers. So I'm your guy if you ever need a sub.
All right. I mean,
I've come a long ways too. So my very
well, once I unduct tape the bed, let's put some things in there.
It'll be easy to run the wires that way. We'll just lift the fucking bed
off and ka-chunk.
Dude, one of my first cars that I ever had when I was in high school was an '89 Nissan single cab, 2x4, so rear wheel drive Nissan truck. And one of my buddies, actually, to come full story, it was the gentleman that we used to hang out at his house for Flaming Dr. Pepper's night. Oh. So he was a mechanic.
Okay.
Like I told you before. So very good with the whole mechanical workings of the car, engine, transmission, knew what he was doing. So he was slowly getting into car audio equipment. So was I. We had a buddy that worked at Phoenix Gold back in the day that was out on St. John. They made some of like the best car amplifiers.
Serious?
Yeah. So every year they would tear up their demo truck and they'd give it away to the employees who wanted it.
Oh, hell yeah.
So my boy B, he would always be bringing home like last year's equipment, right?
Yep.
Of amps. And a lot of it was pushed hard, right?
Yeah.
And they would blow. But since it was a show truck, right? They'd always...
Yeah, if it's not hitting the perfect amps and everything else, it's garbage to them, but fuck it for us.
Yeah.
All right.
So we were always having the latest Phoenix Gold stuff. So I just wanted a simple head unit in the Nissan. Nothing crazy, right? This was... what was this? Early 90s, right? Mid-90s.
Yeah.
So first dabble in the car stereo installation world. So we rip out the old one, right? At this point, we didn't know about labeling wires, which I learned are very important because the factory harness usually does not clip into the back of, say, a Pioneer harness.
Right.
And Crutchfield and
nowadays you can find that connection easy.
Absolutely.
But back in the day,
you would have Crutchfield, or if they didn't have the exact part that you needed, what you'd have to do is cut the harness off the factory and then match red to red, yellow to yellow, right? And you'd have to you would have to do the diagram yourself as far as the wiring.
I wonder what this shade of brown does.
No shit. When we were done, we had a third buddy out there. Shout out to D's Nuts, because he loves telling this story to this day. We fucking connected the battery, thought we were in the home stretch, turned the truck on, lights come on. Shit's just not working, right?
Oh, no.
You hit FM and nothing's working. You hit AM, something random would work. So we're like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, shit.
So we start experimenting with, we don't know what's going on. I thought it'd be a great idea. Well, maybe we crossed the wire, but the only way to find out is to use the other equipment from the factory, like the windshield wipers, the horn, you know. So you turn the left blinker on, and my fucking deck would go from AM to FM. You honk the horn, and the volume would go up. We somehow crossed pretty much every fucking wire in this truck. And my boy, D's Nuts, was in fucking tears. First off, he was yelling at us the whole time because it took way longer than we anticipated. And it's pitch dark outside. And
yeah, you're working in the
they had one floodlight out in their driveway, and we positioned the truck to try to utilize most of that lighting. But it was no shit. Such a fucking debacle.
Oh my god.
Right blinker did something. You turn the headlights on and the CD player would start. It was so fucked up. I was so scared I didn't think I could even drive it at this point, right?
Oh my god. If it was me, I think I would have made a cheat sheet for like what does what, and just, you know, like an index card right there, and like, oh, I want to turn the volume up. Honk.
I remember the next day I called Nissan and I was like, how much is it to have you wire my 89 Nissan pickup truck? Because I have fucked this thing up so bad that I don't even know. So our fix that night was, okay, let's just take out the deck. We'll butt connect the wires and we'll deal with it in the morning.
Oh, God.
So after all day of working on this new CD player, right? We literally ended the night with no factory radio, no CD player, and only about half of my controls
oh my god,
working in the truck.
I want to honk. Hang on, let me lick my fingers and touch this wire.
Oh, dude. And my buddy D's Nuts later, he's a commercial pipe fitter. Guy's fucking amazing at what he does, right? And he was like, you two yahoos had no reason or no just anything about even touching that truck at all. Like, you should not have been doing it. It was late at night.
The minute the dykes came out to start cutting wires is when you should have called me.
It was unbelievable. He made so much fun of us.
Oh my god.
So fast forward, I remember when I did my first party bus build, I did everything myself, right? Installed all the amps, the capacitors, the stereo. I had a 42-inch plasma in there. I had a 2,000-watt power inverter.
Jesus.
I bought 6-volt golf cart batteries, tied them in a parallel series to get 12 volts. Like, I did everything. I remember him.
Holy
his
shit.
first time seeing it, goes, all right, man, I'll give you a little credit. You've come a long ways since your fucking Pioneer Premier CD player, because that shit was a debacle.
Oh my god. I think he was mainly just there to see if you honked the horn, if the TV turned on.
Oh, dude. I wish we had phones that recorded, because he was like, I don't even understand how you two fucked this up this bad. Like, how did you get into the wire harness for the fucking truck? You were only doing, I was like, hey, buddy, there's a lot of shit going on, right? You have two of us in here. We had some butt connectors going. We had a lot of electrical tape, right? Because I wanted it to look clean. Ah, what a fucking debacle.
Oh, my God.
We got it fixed. I think he actually helped us the next day because he felt so bad that we were
such morons. Oh, God.
So that was my electrical tape. See,
Oh,
I've duct
God.
taped the party bus for years, but now
Uh-huh.
yeah, electrical tape. I was anal. That one thing that I did know is I wanted clean wires. Right.
Yeah.
I hated having shit running all over the place. Right?
Yeah.
I tried to zip tie them together or do the poor man electrical tape a bundle 3 or 4 wires.
Yep.
Right. Because I was too inexperienced and
candy
cheap
cane
to
it.
do the
Yep.
shrink wrap shit. Like that was
Yeah.
that was when you knew you made it, right? When you could buy the casing and then hit it with.
Oh, yeah.
No, that wasn't. It was either electrical tape or zip ties in the beginning. But fuck, man, every once in a while when D's Nuts and I get together, he loves telling that story. This fucking guy over here.
Oh, my God.
At least we were smart enough to like disconnect the battery. I guess that was the highlight of because we would have definitely at that point. Fuck.
Definitely electrocuted yourself.
I mean, I could vividly see as you literally cranked that volume to turn it right, and your 4-way hazards went on. I was like, dude, this is kind of cool. You need a damn fucking pilot book to. It's called. How do you put the defrost on? Oh, hit preset 3, eject twice. That's defrost low.
See, but that's like, some of these like high-end supercars and everything else, they've got these, like you have to, before you can put the key in, you have this series of buttons that you're supposed to hit. That's essentially what you had in your piece of shit Nissan.
Yeah.
Nobody was ever going to steal it because they could never figure out how to turn anything on.
Innovator, see?
See, that's what I'm doing here. Like, I know the boys aren't going to come up here and try and start a podcast because they're never going to figure out that you have to use blue tape and a clamp in order to get the
just
microphone
to hold the mic stand. Our jobs are still safe.
Yeah, no, oh God, we're just fucking morons.
Yeah.
See, that's why I hire people at this point in my life, is because I know for a fact that I will fuck it up. Like at one point, I thought about replacing our thermostats in this house with Wi-Fi enabled ones so that I could control it wherever we are. We're on vacation. Oh, we're going to be home in 2 hours. All right, great. I'll turn the heat and everything else.
That's nice.
So I bought one thermostat at a discounted price, and I was like, cool, I'll just swap this out. The thermostat that I bought had 6 wires, and my furnace has 5. There's an extra somewhere, and it's not a ground.
Son of a bitch.
Like, So I start Googling it, and there's like, oh yeah, you just do this, this, and this. Gonna plug the old thermostat back in, and we're gonna never admit that this happened, and this little $200 piece of shit is gonna go downstairs somewhere, and at some point, I'll pick up a few more, and we'll have an all Wi-Fi, enabled Nope. At this point, I know that I should not start this project because there's no way I'm gonna finish this project.
Hey, but see, that's growth right there because
I know.
And that's good, buddy.
That there's no amount of duct tape that will get the heat to work again on the main floor, which will end in my death if my wife freezes in her office.
Yeah. And if you let Big Mike fuck with it, the only way your bride's going to get heat, she's going to have to go to the TV and turn on video too. I'll get working right on that.
Here's your decoder ring, honey. How to turn the heat up. You want AC? Hang on a second.
You have to put a DVD in. And then volume 23. Make sure it's 23.
Oh, God.
So you're saying we shouldn't tackle any projects together?
I think we should.
I know. I think we kind of should now.
I think we should and film it just so we can prove our brilliance. I mean, so I added these shitty little remote lights to behind the shelves that were supposed to light up the bottles.
That's I like them. I like them.
So They're supposed to work really well. They don't work really well because I didn't read the instructions super well, and I didn't realize that you could wire them in parallel. So there's 6 control boxes for six shelves as opposed to 1 per 3 shelves. And yeah, so now I get to recharge 6 boxes every time the lights run out of energy.
Well, do they come with long enough extensions that you can hit all 3 on that left side together, or no?
They did.
Oh, shit. Did you throw them away?
Maybe. I didn't realize that's what that was. I didn't realize I could join multiple together. Until I hooked all 6 of them up, and then I'd already thrown everything away, and I was like, "Oh, these go in parallel." This is why I don't do things myself anymore. I hire it out. Like, there is no way this room looks as nice as it does if I did this myself. No way. Like, the wine cellar downstairs, that looks pretty nice. That's not bad for, some fucking redneck that did it on his own. I did okay on that.
Yeah.
There's a few other projects in this house that I've done that are okay. Joanna has regularly bitched to anybody that has a set of ears that there's a dozen projects that need to be done in this house. And all I want to do is be like, do you know you would not have heat had I tried to replace the fucking, thermostat like I told you I was going to, and then tried to wire 6 wires into 5? Like, you wouldn't have heat in this house. Like, do you know how lucky you are that I'm at least at this age learned what my limits are? Like, this is an inexpensive I fucked up with these lights on the shelves for the bourbon.
100%.
It looks like shit now. It's all going to come down, and I got to try it all over again. However, it's an inexpensive fuck up versus I bet I could hook up that generator on my own.
Oh, God.
She wanted a generator for the house at one point, and I was like, I know where I can get one for inexpensive, and then I'll just hook up the switching system, and like there's 1.5 billion different YouTube videos out there. I can totally do this. No. Wisdom inside of age equals I will hire somebody to do this so that I don't fuck it up. There's no amount of jiggling the handle that will fix it. However, justification, I was justified and I was vindicated. They came and they hooked it up, and they hooked it up backwards.
Oh, seriously?
Serious. So somehow they switched a couple of wires so that when the power went out, the generator kicked on, but the switch didn't flop over to turn the power on to the house. Because we live out in the country a little bit, and the power goes out pretty regularly out here in the winter, especially. And so the first time the power goes off, the switch doesn't kick over automatically. Well, it turns out that they wired a couple of things backwards, so it didn't automatically sense to do that. So I manually flopped the switch and got the power running again and everything else, and we were fine and we were warm. And they came out and they fixed the issue and everything else. But then again, that is like, I hired somebody to do it. They fucked it up a little bit, but it's not my fuck up. So at least I can just be the hero that says, don't worry, I got them to come out the next day. We're all good. The heat was still running. I'm the hero.
Yeah.
As opposed to, the fuck were you thinking? Did you really use duct tape to join these 2 wires together? Like,
sorry, hon, I gotta go outside and jiggle the generator handle. I just give it a little jiggle.
Oh, jiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, fuck. What are you gonna do? Hire out.
You and I have both learned late in life, it's probably better to just hire out.
Yeah.
Because you and I can fuck shit up. I will have you notice, however, that my microphone stand has not fallen over in the last 22 minutes.
That's good. I'm scared to look at it right now.
Fuck off!
I'm scared to touch mine. I'm just sitting here.
You're making zero contact with it right now.
I don't want to touch anything.
You want to jiggle my handle?
Why not?
See, that's the joke we've been waiting all episode for.
Just right there. We hit you with it at the end. For all the listeners out there, so you got to listen to the end on every episode.
You never know what you're going to hear at 1.5 speed or 1.2.
That's right.
All of a sudden, it's just going to be somebody jiggling somebody's handle.
Oh well, dude, this has been the greatest episode. Just on the sure fact that it wasn't in the playing cards for today.
Nope.
We had the door instant happen.
I
had your microphone happen at break. I mean, the
podcast god. The switch of the content was not my fault. Because my microphone thing happened after we were already in this. We're fully blaming my bride for this. So if any of you have a problem with the content of this episode, you can blame Joanna. Because this was supposed to be one episode later. It was still going to happen, but it happened today instead.
You're welcome, everyone. So now you really have to tune in for episode 10, because not only next time is it our first double digit, but it's like a lost episode almost, right? It's out of sequence.
It almost didn't happen.
Yeah, so
just because of a little jiggle of a handle.
That's all it took. Well, and the door.
Jiggle
of the door.
Yeah, that was not a jiggle. That was violent.
Police search warrant.
Don't. Oh my god. Not just minor damage. There will be a picture on social.
Oh shit, you putting it on there?
I'm gonna put it on there.
Just wait till I get up the block. You gotta give me a 3-minute head start.
Nope. I need protection. Where do you think you're going? No. Get your ass back here.
Oh man.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you had as much fun as we did.
Fuck, I had a lot of fun, man. My cheeks and stomach hurt like a motherfucker right now.
I'll use more lube next time.
I'll fucking jiggle that handle.
Well, if you guys are looking for something to do, engage with us on the socials. So on Instagram, we are Whiskey N Winecast. Same thing on Facebook. We're the Whiskey and Wine Podcast on Facebook. Or www.whiskeyN, the letter N, WHINE.com. And you can absolutely send us a note there, see what's coming up. Probably need to update that website a little bit, get more titles on there, et cetera, et cetera. But you can send us a note there on what you'd like us to talk about. And know where we are going to be in our appearances, our autograph signings, whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, just hit us a line. We'll let you know.
If you need us to show up with a roll of duct tape, we will.
Yeah, we have plenty of it.
Yeah, because it's the only way we fix shit.
Oh, buddy. Great episode.
Yeah,
great times. Great times as always, man. I appreciate you guys all listening to our silly ass shit.
Yeah, well, you got nothing better to do on a Wednesday or whenever you're listening to us. At least you blew an hour or so listening to us giggle and tell stupid stories.
Yes, you did.
Thank you guys so much. This has been a lot of fun, and we will see you in double digits.
All right, double digits.
The Whiskey and Wine Podcast is brought to you by Tapforia, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house, founded in 2014. Tapforia has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they're now a bottle shop as well? Stop in for a pint, glass, or growler of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries, located on Highway 99 in Tigard. Visit tapforia.com and follow them on their social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapforia, craft beer and wines.